Hey everyone, this is Kristin Sherry. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Maximize 365, a year of actionable tips to transform your life. So we are doing a few entries in the spirituality section, which is about your spiritual well-being. And the next episode that we're going to talk about is journaling. So the quote today comes from Jessamyn West and says, "People who keep journals have life twice." That's really interesting, that quote. I used to write down, whether it was a notepad or a formal journal, I used to write down my vacations and things I did because I could never remember the details of what I did on vacation. And it is sort of like reliving it when you reread it. So the entry says, journaling isn't for everyone. However, you can reap clear benefits should you decide to try it. So what are those benefits, you ask? Journaling helps you organize your thoughts. So imagine if you were going to have a conversation with someone and it was going to be a difficult conversation, you could try journaling at first to sharpen your writing skills. The more you write, the better you get, and you can learn to write more succinctly. I find as a writer myself that the biggest thing that's improved for me is not writing as bloated. We use way more words than we need to say things. And actually writing this book taught me to write succinctly too, because every entry had to fit on a page. Setting and tracking goals. So when you set and track your goals, you're much more likely to reach them. Log your ideas so you don't forget them. So ideas are like little newborn babies. They come out of your head and you think, oh, I'll remember that. But if you don't give it attention and love, it just goes away. That happens to me all the time. I wake up and think, oh, that's a great idea. I'll remember that. And I have no clue. So if you have a lot of ideas, it's a great place to log those, and you can flesh them out there. Increase self-reflection. So I think a lot of people associate journaling with self-reflection, but it's really the best therapy to reflect in your journal. Capture details and memories you might otherwise forget. So that goes back to my vacations. So many times people will tell me things that I've completely forgotten. And I'm sort of envious people who've journaled their whole life, because I feel they have just such a treasure trove of information. Relieve stress. Sometimes there are things you want to journal about that maybe you're not ready to talk about, and just getting it out on paper is such a stress reliever. And spark creativity. Journaling really can spark your creativity. So you can journal the traditional way in a notebook or electronically. So if you want to create an electronic document, that's going to increase security and privacy, and also the ability to search your entries. So you can search keywords and find and organize it so that you can find the things that you were looking to access. So what benefits of journaling appeal most to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And here's your idea for action. Start a daily journal habit by setting a timer for 15 minutes. So if it's not something you're accustomed to doing, just give yourself a set time. Maybe start with 15 minutes. Choose a topic to start, such as writing about what happened that day, fleshing out ideas, future plans that you'd like to have, or other topics of interest to help you avoid writer's block. It can be really good to use journaling just to work through problems, build your critical thinking skills, come up with solutions. And then don't edit or audit yourself as you write. Don't worry about it, just write. You can clean up your entry when the timer goes off, when you reread it, or not. You can leave it as is. So I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be talking more about tips to improve your spiritual well-being. Take care.